Ok, bueno, estamos con Damon Albarn de Gorillaz a pocas horas de que toquen el Festival BUE. Le voy a contar que esto va a salir en la radio, va a salir antes del show, así que si quiere contarle algo a la gente que esté llegando al show, buenísimo, si quiere empujarlos un poco para que lleguen. This is going to be broadcasted before the show, so if you want to say something to the people that is coming to the show, just to greet them.
Right, well, they need to know that we're playing a lot earlier. I think that's the most important thing. Due to, I mean, at the moment the weather looks beautiful, right? But apparently there's a really big storm, and it's not going to maybe possible to play if we're in our original spot. So we're going on at 7:45.
Dice que sí, que lo primero que les tiene que decir es que va a tocar más temprano, a las 7:45. Mira un poco para afuera por la ventana de acá del hotel, dice que está como todo muy celeste, pero que en algún punto evidentemente hay una tormenta que se está viniendo, así que van a adelantar por cuestiones climáticas a las 7:45. Le voy a preguntar si le tocó hacer shows así con lluvia o bajo condiciones climáticas muy adversas. Have you ever played under a lot of rain or under bad weather circumstances?
Oh, sure, lots of times.
Does it change a lot?
Change what we do at all. I mean, sometimes you get wetter than you would normally. I mean, it's just it's the combination of water and electricity that is not a great one.
Dice que a veces te mojas un poco más, pero que la combinación de agua y electricidad no es la correcta. Yo le iba a decir que medio inocentemente que agrega un poco de épica al show, pero es cierto que ellos son los que están en peligro de morir si se electrocutan. I was going to say that it adds a little epic to the show, but you are the ones that are risking your lives.
Well, I've had some nasty electric shocks, so I mean, it is a real thing. Oh God, yeah, especially from microphone, lip to microphone. Yeah. If it gets wet, you can get really nasty shock.
It happened?
Yes, it can get really dangerous, but I mean, not just dangerous for the band, for the audience as well. You know, it's not a great. I mean, it's a shame because it's the middle of summer, you know. But hopefully, we'll miss it. But people, if they want to see us, need to get there early.
Dice que le ha pasado tener electroshocks especialmente del micrófono al labio, que no está bueno, pero que tampoco es muy seguro para la gente, así que si bien es una pena porque es verano y está bueno tocar de noche, van a hacer lo mejor para la gente. Bueno, le voy a preguntar, es la primera vez que viene Gorillaz a la Argentina, no la primera vez que viene él a la Argentina, pero sí Gorillaz, y sobre todo eso se habla mucho de los shows de Gorillaz en vivo, que nos cuente un poco cómo va a ser el show de hoy. It's the first time that you come to Argentina with Gorillaz, and there's a lot of talk about the shows of Gorillaz, how they are, the visual effects and everything. So, what are we going to find today?
Well, you have to come and see, don't you? Yes, it's taken us 17 years to get here, nearly 18. So I hope it's worth the wait.
Le llevó 17 años llegar acá, así que espera que está bueno y que lo van a tener que ver. Sobre eso le quería preguntar, él primero se hizo famoso con una banda típicamente británica y ahora es famoso con una banda que tiene influencias de un montón de músicas de todo el mundo, desde Estados Unidos a África. Le voy a preguntar si él tiene una nacionalidad musical con la que emparentarse. You've been first famous for a typically British band, very British band, and then famous, there's not a lot of musicians that are famous for two different bands, so different bands between the two of them. The second one with influences from USA to Africa, anywhere in the world. So do you have like a nationality to identify with musically?
Oh, I'm definitely English. I mean, my musical soul is English. That's undoubted. But my curiosity is global. I mean, the music. I'm on an adventure. You know. The next place I go to is I'm going to Mali again in January, and then I'm making an album in South Africa at the end of January. No, it continues. There's so much to discover, really.
Dice que hay mucho para descubrir, que su nacionalidad es definitivamente inglesa, pero que su curiosidad es global. Que se va a casar en enero, ahora de vuelta, y que después también en enero va a grabar un disco nuevo en Sudáfrica. Le voy a preguntar con quién va a grabar ese disco nuevo. Dice que hay tanto para descubrir en el mundo. ¿Con quién va a grabar ese disco nuevo? Si quiere contarnos algo, adelantarnos algo. Who are you going to record this record with? Do you want to tell us something about it?
What, in South Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, that's with Africa Express, which is a organisation now. That I started with a few other people, it must be about 12 years ago, which sort of is dedicated to bringing musicians from Europe and America, and why not South America, and like, you know, it's like a social network with musicians in Africa, but it's also, you know, it's a serious kind of creative thing as well. It's not just sociable. It's we you know, we all learn an enormous lot from each other and try and help each other. Sort of once we've met each other, then, you know, everyone becomes part of this organisation. I mean, there's probably about 200 musicians who are part of Africa Express now.
No, dice que es una organización con más de 200 músicos de Europa, Estados Unidos.
More, maybe closer to 400 actually, if I think about it.
Dice que capaz más, probablemente 400 músicos. Es una organización que se armó en 2012 y que se dedica a traer músicos, decíamos, de Europa y Estados Unidos principalmente, y que tiene mucho de conciencia social, pero también es una gran potencia creativa, y que la idea es esa, es aprender muchísimo de los unos de los otros, aparte de ayudar socialmente. A raíz de eso, y siendo los shows de Gorillaz como son tan visuales, le voy a preguntar si se preocupa o si le molesta o se ofusca en algún momento con esta cosa tan de los últimos años de filmar todo el show, de que la gente filma todo el show con los celulares todo el tiempo. Being the show as visual as it is, the Gorillaz show, do you ever get a little like, I wouldn't say angry, but grungy, about people filming everything with their cell phones all the time and not seeing behind the cell phones?
No, I've just completely accepted that. I mean, it makes me smile really when everybody's got their cameras sort of switched on, you know. I mean, sometimes it seems like everybody in the audience is filming it. I mean, it's a document, you know. I suppose it gives you sort of 10,000 different perspectives.
There have been artists that have recorded video clips using different images from the audience.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very visual experience. So in a sense, it makes, you know, I mean, it's never a great shot from a camera phone of a stage that's like sort of, you know, a mile away, seemingly.
Nada, dice que ya lo aceptó completamente, que a veces se ríe cuando ve que todo el mundo saca el celular, que al mismo tiempo es como tener una perspectiva de 10.000 cámaras distintas, 10.000 ojos distintos de cómo es el show. Yo le contaba que hay muchos artistas que han hecho videoclips usando estas imágenes. Él dice que sí, pero que por ejemplo...
I mean, I suppose it's the sort of the pressure not to fuck up is greater now, because it just every time you do, it's like it's just becomes a meme and
everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, even if you make one silly move, like a silly dance move, you know, that then gets frozen in time and is viral indeed.
No, dice que sí, que hay una cosa que sí es un problema, que es que la posibilidad de mandarte una cagada es cada vez peor ahora, porque ahí sí se entera todo el mundo. Si te mandas algunos, eso es algún movimiento de baile medio torpe. Bueno, le voy a preguntar una sola última, ya así vamos cerrando, sobre Humans, sobre el último disco de Gorillaz, y es, aparentemente hay cierta historia sobre que tiene que ver con alguna cuestión de la situación del mundo. Le voy a preguntar si tiene algo que ver con eso el disco. Humans, I don't know, I've read it somewhere, I never heard you say it, has a little inspiration in the difficult times the world are going through. Is that true, or is it just something that someone wrote online?
No. I mean, when I started it, was nearly 2 years ago, I imagined Donald Trump getting into the White House. That was the kind of nightmare that we set as our initial scenario, and everyone who worked with us, we suggested that you know, imagine how you'd feel the night that became a reality, you know. And at the time, I mean, he hadn't even kind of sort of announced that he was going to run for president. It was just a sort of ridiculous idea that was people were talking and laughing about, and I just sort of decided that I was going to make that reality in my head for the sake of this record that was going to be set in the near future. And, you know, sort of, I wanted to make a dance record, but the only way I could kind of sort of approach that was by creating a sort of slight science fiction aspect to it.
The day of release was a coincidence, or?
The day of release, what of the first song?
No, the day of the release of the record was the day of the 100th day in the Trump's presidency. I don't know if that was a coincidence or was intentional.
I think it was a total coincidence.
It played along well. Well, it's okay. Ok, le traduzco rápido. Dice que sí, que ellos se trataron de imaginar en ese momento, cuando Trump todavía no había ni siquiera anunciado que iba a ser presidente, cómo iba a ser el primer día con Trump en la presidencia de Estados Unidos, que eso obviamente inspiró el disco, y también obviamente con un toque de ciencia ficción, una cosa medio catastrofista por ese lado. Le preguntaba por qué el disco salió el día siguiente de la presidencia de Trump, si eso había sido una coincidencia. Me dijo que sí, que fue una coincidencia. Well, Damon, thank you very much for your time. It's been great talking to you.
My pleasure.